I think everyone knows different phases of software development life cycle. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows different phases of SDLC. Tell me, guys. Yeah, listen carefully. This is very useful to promote yourself as a working guy. Come on. To promote yourself as a working guy. Are you listening my statement? Different phases of SDLC, guys. Okay. First, what happens, guys? Requirements gathering. Requirements gathering will happen. That's the phase one. Next, analysis. Requirements analysis or analysis, whatever it is. Analysis. Then designing of the project will happen. Come on. Okay, designing. I'm highlighting the main phases, boss. Designing of the project will take place. Then implementation. Nothing but development. Okay. Yes, our basic role is here only. We generally don't involve in these phases. Once in a while, they will ask to involve in designing phase. Otherwise, okay, a lot of high-end teams will take care of this part, guys. As a developer, our role comes into this place. Okay, now, right. Next one, QA, quality assurance. Quality assurance, also called as a testing, boss. Also called as what? Testing. Then what's there? Release of the project. Release will be there. After release also, bugs will be there, issues will be there. To sort out those bugs and issues, maintenance of the project will be there. What, guys? After release also, bugs and will be there. Then maintenance, which is also called as support. Okay, guys, which is also called as what? Support. Now listen. Right. Listen, in which places developers and testers are required. Here developers are required. QA, here testers are required. On the day of release, nowadays, developers and testers both are required, guys. Okay, guys. In support, again, developers are required. Okay, guys. When it comes to this, when it comes to these things, project management will be there. Project management team will be there. So that team will take care of entire problem. Managers, business development managers, a number of people are there, architects. Okay, they will take care of this part. Okay. Yes. Solution architect. Architect and others. So project management team will take the responsibility of all this stuff, guys. Are you listening my statement, guys? Okay. So now, today we are going to talk about project release, guys. Project release. Yes. 2 models of project release is possible, boss. See, project release company to company will vary, boss. Okay. I'm sharing my experiences. Okay. I'm sharing my experience. And you can present these experiences as your experiences. If already some working people are there, if you got a different approach, okay, you can go ahead with that. You can go ahead with that. Okay. But mainly terminologies. If they doubt you, you are not a working guy, they will ask this kind of question. Tell me, how did you release the project? On the day of release, are you there or not? What is the environment you have used towards the releasing of the project? Like this, a number of questions will be raised, guys. A number of questions will be raised. Are you getting my point, guys? Okay. Right. Now listen. Legacy approach, modern approach. Legacy means still doing well, but some alternate also came. Legacy approach and modern approach. Modern approach. Okay, guys. Now listen. Legacy approach. Legacy approach. Okay. Generally useful in non-cloud environment. What, guys? Generally useful in non-cloud environment. Yes, useful in cloud environment. I think you know, na, cloud means what? Hardware, software we don't maintain in our company. They are already there in the internet environment. Okay, we hire them. We take on rental basis and we use them. Both softwares and hardwares. In our mission, just basic operating system will be there. 1 to 2 tools will be there. Okay. So everything, software and hardware infrastructure, we try to take on rental purpose in the cloud environment. Nothing but internet environment. Okay. Useful in cloud environment. Like AWS. Okay, AWS, Azure, GCP, Google Cloud kind of thing. Otherwise, I'll write Google Cloud and etc. And etc. Array, PCF. Okay, guys. Next one. DevOps team is not required. DevOps team is not required. Developers only should take care of. Okay, should take care of release and deployment. Are you listening my point? Separate DevOps team is not required. Understanding my point? Okay. Separate DevOps team is required for release and deployment. Okay. No burden on the programmer. No burden on the programmer. Okay, guys. Developers only should take care. Should take care of, come on, guys. Release and deployment. Are you listening my statement, boss? Come on. Right. Yes. Okay, guys. Next. Suitable for small size projects. Small size projects. Okay, guys. DevOps is a separate team, guys, nowadays. DevOps, developers and operations, is a separate team. Okay. DevOps is a separate course. DevOps is a separate team. So which they learn set of tools that are related to deployment and what release, and especially deployment and release, they are very master, boss. Okay. Right. Suitable for small scale projects. Suitable for large scale projects. Large scale, continuously growing projects. Day to day, phase by phase size of the project is increasing, right? Continuously growing projects. Continuously growing projects. Expecting zero downtime. Zero downtime. That means even though you are enhancing project, on the day of enhancement also project should not be down. Banking projects, guys. Banking projects. They release new versions. They add new facilities, but they never shut down the server, right? Expecting zero downtime. Zero downtime. They add so many new app facilities. They enhance the project. They add new modules. They modify existing module, but then make sure that project is never down. Are you getting my point there? Okay, maybe in India it is allowed, guys, but in foreign countries, in a year, if any banking server is down more than 3 hours, entire year together, 3 hours only they will give. Okay, the government will pay. The government will charge penalty, and they may even cancel the license and next level permissions also. Understanding my point there. So that means no redeployments on the existing deployments. Only additional should be added. Enhancement should be added. New module should be added. Modified module should be replaced. That means improved modules should be replaced. That is called zero downtime. In India also there, but not strictly following. That's the problem. Recently, HDFC Bank got affected. HDFC Bank got affected. HDFC Bank has got instruction from government. You cannot issue new credit cards. You cannot issue new credit cards. RBI has given guidelines to HDFC. You don't have right to issue new credit card because you are not giving proper service to existing customers. Because their bank, their application downtime is increasing day to day. Are you understanding my point, guys? Their application downtime is increasing day to day. Okay. In that situation, think about going for what? Modern approach. Otherwise, happily, you can think about legacy approach. Are you getting my point, guys? Okay. Now, listen, guys. Main reason for downtime. Maybe crash, maybe more traffic. Okay. Network error, or someone thrown bomb on your area, earthquake came. There may be a number of reasons for downtime. Or sometimes to add new features to existing project, they will stop the application and they will add and they will restart the application. So that kind of things also should not be there. Means then you have to think about working with what? Modern approach, which involves DevOps team. Understanding my point? Okay. Right. Are you getting my point there or not there? Right, guys. Now listen. Okay, if you are a full stack developer, even DevOps also you should take care, guys. If you are a full stack developer, even DevOps part also you have to take care. Are you listening my statement, boss? Okay. Here, basic tools are basic tools like Maven, Gradle, Git, and etc. are sufficient. Okay, guys. Are sufficient. Here, we need multiple DevOps tools support like Jenkins, Docker, Ansible. Are you understanding my point there? Ansible. I'm talking about release. Agile Jira is towards development, boss. Please. Please, please, please. Kubernetes. 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 Cloud Chef. Cloud Chef. Okay. And etc. Many tools are required. Many tools are required. Okay, now listen. Anyhow, Jenkins and Docker, part of our course learning, boss. No doubt in that. Jenkins and Docker, part of our code learning. Yeah, it's an entire DevOps course, boss. If you add another 2-3 tools like Maven, Gradle, Git, it is entire dev. No, I am not talking about tools related to development, tools related to testing. I'm talking tools related to release. Mr. Sagar, why are you writing Log4j, SLF4j? Use brain. I'm not talking about all the tools of entire project development. Are you getting my point there? Okay. Don't combine. I'm talking about only release related tools. Please, JUnit, don't write Log4j. No, they are there. They are there. They're part of during deployment. Sorry, they'll be used during what is the development time, unit testing time. I'm purely talking about this. Fine. Okay, now listen. Don't worry. I'm going to cover Jenkins and Docker from programmer perspective. No, you want to learn from DevOps perspective as a DevOps engineer, you want to learn, there's a separate angle of it. But we are going to study Jenkins and Docker very much your course, guys. So after learning Jenkins and Docker, I will be talking about modern approach of project release. Today, my focus is on what? Legacy approach of project release. So that means this is session 1 of. This is session 1 of project release only. Session 2 will be conducted. Come on. Session 2 will be conducted. That means modern approach will be conducted after learning Jenkins and Docker. Or while teaching Jenkins and Docker, automatically that knowledge will come. That maturity will come. Is that clear? Right. So that's why everyone start concentrating on legacy approach, boss. Shall we get into the discussions, boss? Okay. Legacy approach of, legacy is not outdated. Old but doing well. Amitabh Bachchan is a legacy actor. He's an old actor, but still doing well. Are you getting my point? SBI is a legacy bank. Old but doing well. We cannot say ICICI, HDFC are legacy banks. They are still new. They are still new. And moreover, if company is small, infrastructure is small, okay, client is small, money is small, resources are less, still companies are following legacy approach only. Yes. Big companies, big teams, big clients, big money, banking application, e-commerce application, where zero downtime promise is done. Come on. Upgradation should happen when though project is in live. Okay. In that situation, no doubt, legacy model is not going to work out, guys. Definitely separate team is required. Cloud environment is required. DevOps is required. Okay, now you understood why DevOps and AWS is picking up day to day. But one thing I can say, boss, after arrival of DevOps team and AWS team, I mean to say cloud team kind of team, burden on programmers are reducing. Developer will develop and will submit the code. After that, taking that code, keeping it ready for release, ready for deployment, making sure that project is running smoothly. Everything will be taken care by DevOps team. Everything will be taken care by DevOps team. Is that clear, guys? So that now developer is very much free to concentrate only on coding. Okay. But that's the reason people are now learning DevOps and AWS kind of courses to make them a full stack developer. What, guys? Full stack developer. Are you getting my point there? When you are becoming full stack developer, lots of people think that learn Java, learn UI technology, you will become full stack. Sorry. You have to learn Java, you have to learn database, you have to learn UI technologies, and you have to learn DevOps, you have to learn one or other cloud technology. Then you will become full stack developer. Then you will become full stack developer. Are you getting my point, guys? Okay. Some of your batchmate is confirming. Sir, we are following legacy approach every time. We take care. Even we thought it's a banking project of Africa. That means you're just, South Africa is not a big country and money is not there. That's why your company is following old legacy approach. Okay, guys. So that's why becoming Java full stack developer is not that much easy, guys. You have to be master in multiple areas. Master in multiple areas. Java side, Spring Boot, microservices is mandatory. And all relevant modules. All relevant modules. Like, okay. Next, UI technologies. Either Angular or React you should have. In order to learn Angular React, you should be master of n number of things. Okay. Next, you have to be strong in database, Oracle kind of thing you have to learn. And DevOps, nearly 6 to 7 tools are there and you have to be mastering that. Okay, some tools will be common tools, but what we are learning as a developer is developer angle. But there is one more angle of what? DevOps team angle also. Deployer angle also. We have to learn that angle. Administration, a number of things are there. And you have to be mastering cloud. How to play with the cloud also you should have. And you should be mastering testing also. Selenium kind of thing also you should have knowledge. Okay. So that time you will be called as full stack developer. My simple suggestion is now don't try as a full stack developer. Learn everything. Try as a Java developer. Get into Java company as a Java developer. Keep the target of 3 to 4 years. Minimum 3 years, maximum 4 years. Okay, keep the target of 3 to 4 years and learn remaining all the things, either UI, database, testing, DevOps, X, Y, Z, everything, and try to promote yourself as a full stack developer. Now, if you focus, what happened? Pressure will increase and you may lose the confidence of getting into industry. Are you listening my statement, guys? You may lose the confidence of getting into industry because there are so many things to learn. There are so many things to learn. Understanding my statement? Okay, no. Sir, so many people are offering full stack, sir. What we are seeing in full stack is not going to make you full stack. Let me say very carefully. Just talking about what? Master of none, jack of none kind of thing. Master of none, jack of all. Knows everything but not perfect anything. The actual way is, the actual approach is this. What is that? First become Java developer, get into industry. Come on. Get into industry. While surviving as a Java developer, parallelly upgrade yourself towards what? Other thing, UI, X, Y, Z kind of technology, and slowly promote yourself as a full stack developer. No doubt there is a lot of demand for full stack developers in the market. Is that clear, guys? Okay, guys. Legacy approach of releasing project. Legacy approach of releasing project. Okay. See, if you are a Java developer, if you are earning 5 lakhs, if you are a full stack developer, you will get around 9 to 10 lakhs. Full stack developer salary is always good, but overnight you cannot become full stack developer. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Overnight you cannot become full stack developer. To become full stack developer, lot of efforts are required, lot of knowledge is required, bit experience is also required. So then you will be called as what? Good full stack developer. Don't become full stack developer for the namesake. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, boss. Legacy approach of releasing project. Array, everywhere package decides based on experience, not your based on your what? Full stack means this much, not the experience and your knowledge. So many factors will be there to decide the package. Right, guys. Okay, shall we get into the discussion, boss? Now listen. While releasing the project, okay, the team that goes to client location, the team that goes to client location to receive and install the project. Okay. At a client place is called, okay, okay, on-site team, on-site or onshore team. Are you understanding my point, guys? On-site or onshore team. Okay, guys. Right. And the team that stays in software company supporting on-site team is called offshore or offshore or off-site team. Are you listening my statement, guys? Okay, now listen. Polaris Hyderabad. Okay, they are releasing Citibank project, which is there in London. Okay, which is there in London. Are you getting my point, guys? Come on. Citibank London. Let us assume. Yeah, no, this is called offshore team, guys. Offshore location. This is called on-site location. This is called on-site location. CTS, Cognizant Technologies. CTS, let us assume Bangalore is there. And they have a client called American Express. Are CTS mainly having 2 clients, guys? Mainly having 2 clients. Okay. One is Amex, other one is Ameriprise. One is Amex, both are banks, American-based banks. Okay. USA. I don't know location in USA, mostly in Silicon Valley. Okay. Offshore location, on-site location. Okay, guys. No, company to company, clients will change. Okay. So accordingly, offshore and on-site locations will change. It's not compulsory every time on-site location means foreign country. Some people will be misunderstanding. TCS Hyderabad. TCS Hyderabad. Okay. E-governance project, guys. E-governance. E-governance project. Telangana State Secretariat. Telangana State Secretariat. Now tell me, guys, where the secretariat is there? Telangana State Secretariat is, come on. Yeah, Telangana State Secretariat is also there in Hyderabad itself. Tangband location. Okay, now tell me, off-site and offshore location, on-site location, both are there in same city or not? So that's why don't expect on-site means only foreign countries. Some HR people, don't worry, you will get on-site opportunities more. And every employee joins in that organization by assuming I will be going to foreign country, because on-site means in our mind, we think about foreign country only. Like that, they will cheat you. But sometimes on-site may means in the same country or in the same city, or in worst case in the same state. In worst case is what? Same building also or same location also. So be careful about it. Okay, guys. Okay, boss. Now listen, I'm taking two things, guys. Let us assume offshore location. Terminologies are very important. Offshore location. Okay. On-site location. Offshore location, on-site location. Let us assume now no more Polaris. Now it has become Virtusa Polaris. You know that. Virtusa and Polaris got merged. Now they have become Virtusa Polaris, right? Polaris Hyderabad. Okay. Next, on-site location, guys. Citibank, London. Citibank, London. Now, try to concentrate. Everyone try to concentrate. In release process, contains 3 phases. 3 phases. A, pre-release. Pre-release or pre-deployment. Before releasing, what will happen? That matters. Okay, guys. Pre-release. Next one, while releasing. While releasing. There is one more phase called while releasing or deploying. Next, post-release or deployment. Post-release and deployment. I hope you understood my statement, guys. Right. Now listen. Offshore location, nothing but software company was. Okay. Offshore software company. On-site location is always what? Client organization. I'm assuming no cloud involved. I'm assuming no cloud involved. Okay. Assume no cloud involved. Assume no cloud involved. Assume no cloud involved. I will go. If cloud involved, what happens? I will come to that later. Okay. And then that is a modern approach. Modern approach is different. Assume no cloud involved. Yeah. Right now, 60% projects are happening in modern approach. 40% projects are still following legacy approach. So better to have knowledge on both. Better to have knowledge on both. Suppose you claimed experience from so-and-so company. That company client is so-and-so. Your interviewer already worked in that company. He knows that in that company, cloud-based deployment is not taking place. So he knows that in that company, only legacy approach is going on. So you should be in a position to explain or not. If you say in that company for that client, we have done this kind of deployment, means he may not accept. That's why better to have knowledge on what? Legacy approach along with the DevOps approach. Don't worry while teaching or before teaching or you will definitely get the knowledge of what? Modern approach of deployment also. Okay, where while learning Jenkins and Docker, definitely we have to learn in that angle only. At least you got the idea what is the role of DevOps, boss? Where exactly DevOps people are coming into picture, you got the idea, boss? Fine. So while teaching Jenkins, Docker, I will give one beautiful diagram involving all the DevOps tools, developer related tools, okay, lot of tools, so that you will get idea which tool comes under which category. Is that clear, boss? But today you concentrate on legacy approach only, not other things. Okay, guys. Now listen. In software company, there will be one machine called integrated machine. I can say local server kind of thing, guys. Integrated machine, which is also called local server. Local server machine. Okay, guys. Here, this machine runs in Linux platform. Linux or Solaris platform. This is the common machine. Okay, guys. Sir, any terminology you can write. Offshore, onshore, off-site, on-site. Okay, fine. Don't worry. I already given those terminologies, right? But offshore and on-site is very, very popular terminology. That's why I'm using it. Okay. Next, Muhammad, DevOps and DevSecOps, both are one and the same. Solaris. Okay. Now listen. Managing this machine, employees will be there. So generally they are Linux administrator, database administrators, boss. Okay. So Linux administrator, database administrators. Okay, guys. Generally, those people are called librarians. This machine, this server machine will be managed by set of librarians. Actually, their name is librarian. Basically, they are administrators, boss. What I'm trying to say is administrator. Okay. What they are? Linux admins plus DB admins plus web server / app server application server admins. Okay, so they should have knowledge on multiple things, guys. Web server or application server admins. Next, what is that? Yes, code repository admins. That means they are also Git admins. Git admins. They should be master of Git, boss. Git admins. I mean to say code repository admins. I want to say that one. Code repository admins. Code repository. It may be Git, it may be SVN. Okay. Admins. ... Company to company terminology will change. Okay. Where I worked, that company calls them as what? Okay. It's not core, it is a code. code repository admins. They are called librarians. Array, this mission is very crucial mission in the company, guys. If this mission is down, total system down. All the developers, testers, other field people in the company can relax, because I'm assuming no cloud is involved. Company is not using cloud. So this is the server machine, okay, where all other developer machines will be configured, will be connected. High-end configuration will be there. You don't believe one separate room will be there, and only librarians are allowed into that room. Developers cannot enter into that room. Before room, okay, separate swiping machine will be there to keep track of who is coming, who is going. If needed, they will keep one security person also before the room. Why? All the 100 desktop, 200 desktop, which are under which are under control of developers and testers will be connected to this machine, or connected to this machine. If this machine is down, entire employees will sit idle, guys. All employees will sit idle. There's nothing to work out. Okay, that much important it is. I know that if the server is down, you will be happy. Yeah? Okay, after a few days, they will start releasing the employees also. Then, okay, boss. Now listen. Yeah, now listen here. What it will contain? So it will contain JDK software, guys. It will contain JDK software, no doubt in that. Okay. It will contain app server like Wildfly or Glassfish, whatever it is. If needed, multiple app server. In that one, domains will be created. For multiple projects, multiple domains will be created. Are all projects will use same domain, boss? No. So these are instances of domains. Okay, guys. Okay. Domains in app server. Domains in app server for multiple projects. Okay, guys. On one per project basis or two per project basis. Okay, according to the requirement, these domains will be there. I think the people who studied WebLogic, Glassfish server, you know what is domain, right? What is domain? If you don't know, just remember. Okay, these are the logical partitions in the server. Each acts as a separate instance of server. Each acts as a separate copy of server, which will be used by different projects. Is that clear, guys? Come on. Yes, this mission also contains database software. This mission also contains database software. Okay, guys. Here what? Logical databases, guys. Database software, let us assume this is Oracle, guys. Programmer need not to learn Linux. Only DevOps team should learn little bit of Linux. Okay, if you are following legacy approach also, if you are a developer also, you need not to learn Linux. Is that clear? Okay, boss. Database software. Logical DBs for multiple projects. Logical DBs for multiple projects. Here, logical databases, guys. Nice. Okay. Next. Okay, guys. Yeah, if it is paid versions, they will take the money. They will pay the money. They will get the license. Is that clear, guys? Okay, guys. Code repositories. Git or SVN repositories. Git or SVN repository. Nothing but code repository, guys. Okay, like this, a big setup will be there. Understanding my statement? Okay, now tell me. Developers' machines, testers' machines will be connected to this one, boss. Right. Developer machines, testers machine will be connected to this integrated machine. Dev 1, Dev 2, and here a tester 1. Hey, like this, n number of things. N number of people will be connected. I'm just giving basic idea, boss. Right. Okay, what is step number 1? Suppose after 1 week, they plan to release, guys. After 1 week, they plan to release. Release date is after 1 week. Okay. What hangama, what drama happens in the company? I'm talking about initial release first. I'm seriously talking about initial release. Are you listening my statement, boss? Okay. Right. Now listen. After 1 week release is there. Okay. That is initial release. That is what? Initial release. What is the hangama that happens? Okay, boss. Right. Now listen. I think the people who knows SVN and Git, the people who knows SVN and Git, are you getting my point, guys? Step number 1. All the branches code will be merged to trunk or master branch. Trunk or master branch. Using Git or SVN. Git or SVN. Okay. Just let me revise. Or if you don't know this wording, okay, remember one thing. For every new functionality, they create a separate branch. Until that functionality is not completed, not tested completely, they will be working on separate branches only. Once functionalities are completed, that all branches code will be merged into what? Master branch, which is also called trunk. After 1 week release is there. Whatever completed functionalities are there, whatever stable functionalities are there, those branches code will be merged into what? Master. Will be merged into what? Master branch, which is also called trunk, guys. Okay, guys. Next. Step number 2. Sanity test takes place. Sanity test takes place. These are pre-release events. Okay, step number 2. Sanity testing takes place. So that means all test cases will be executed. All test cases will be executed. Are you getting my point, guys? Okay, all are merged now. Okay, now sanity test. Earlier, people might have tested individual functionality. Okay, now sanity test means all test cases of all module, all functionalities will be executed to check whether it is working properly or not. To check whether it is working properly or not. Are you understanding my statement? Okay. Right. Step number 3. If needed, third-party testing will be done. Testing will be done. Third-party testing will be done. Before releasing the project, they allow third-party company to come to work on our code, and to perform testing, boss. If code is there in cloud, they will collect the code from cloud environment for testing. If code is not there in the cloud, okay, from their employees, from there. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Okay. From third-party company, set of testers will come. They will access our code by coming to our company and they will complete the testing. Actually, nowadays, client is insisting for third-party testing. See, I developed code. My company developed code. My company testers have completed testing. But they are not happy. Client is demanding third-party testing also. Are you getting my point? Client is demanding third-party tester. All security measurements they will take, guys. So third-party tester may copy the code. You also can copy the code. Understanding? You also can copy the code. Can you copy the code from your laptop of the company? No, a lot of security standards will be maintained. And if when you are working in company laptop, each and every activity will be kept tracked. Each and every mail that goes from your laptop will be kept tracked. It's not that much easy, guys. If you are thinking to resign, also signal will go. Forget about planning to resign. Thinking to resign, also signal will go. They will have. That's why observe a lot of your relatives, friends, they don't touch a company laptop for personal usages because everything will be kept tracked. There are so many tools installed in the laptop given by company. So that's why don't dare to use company laptop for personal purposes. Okay. Admin people will keep track of a number of activities that are happening in your laptop. And if it is something doubtful, they will pass to the HR department. If needed, third-party testing will be done on the code. Third-party testing will be done on the code. Got the point, guys? That is step number 3. Step number 4. Okay, guys. The entire project code. The entire project code will be converted into TAR file. What file, guys? TAR file, taped archive. Will be converted into TAR file. Okay, guys. TAR file, nothing but taped archive. Okay. TAR file contains what? Class files, properties files. Okay. If agreement is there, similarly, zip or RAR file was. In Linux environment, TAR is nothing but Windows level RAR file. You remember like that. Windows level RAR file. Are you getting my point, guys? Okay, properties file. If agreement says you have to submit the source code, source files, Java files. Okay, Java files, XML files, and etc. N number of things will be there, guys. N number of things will be there. So Windows level, okay. tar file is Linux level rar file or zip file. Is that clear, my dear? Come on. Next. Step number 5. Release docs. Release document or DC document. Dispatch central document. Dispatch central document will be prepared. What this contains? Contains clear-cut instructions. Contains clear-cut instructions. Contains clear-cut instructions. Come on, guys. Contains clear-cut instruction to unpack. Come on. To unpack the tar file, to install the project. To install the project at client location. At the client location. But before that, here .SQL files also will be there. And I say etc. many things, Babu. .SQL files, DB scripts. Okay. .SQL files and etc. Contains clear-cut instruction to unpack the tar files to install the project at client location. This is called release document. Some companies will call it as dispatch central document. Are you listening my statement, guys? Okay, guys. Now listen. There is one step 0 also, guys, which I forgot to highlight. Okay. Sending team. Okay. Sending off on-site team to client location. Sending on-site team to client location. Are you getting my point? This is okay. What this team contains? 1-2 developers, 1-2 admins will be there. That's it. 1-2 developers, 1-2 admins will be there. Team is very small team. And if it is foreign country, if client location is foreign country, guys, listen. If the client location is foreign country, are you listening my statement? Okay, they prefer sending bachelors, not the married people. Not the married people. They prefer sending bachelors of the developer, bachelor, admin people to what? On-site location. At the same time, experience also should be there. Overall idea about the project should be there. Why bachelor? Why bachelor? Or if family goes, the client has to bear boarding, lodging expenses of entire family. Cost cutting, boss, nothing else. Cost cutting. Bachelor means bachelor accommodation is sufficient. But if you're a family person, entire family expenditure has to be borne by company or client organization. Everyone getting my point there or not there? Okay. One more reason, guys. One more reason why bachelors I will tell. Okay. One more reason. Or how they know we are bachelor or not. Or which has HR department. With HR department, your entire profile will be there, Babu. Your entire profile will be there. At the time of joining, you will be submitting details or not. I don't think you will lie for small reasons. To go to on-site, no one hides his marriage life, right? Okay. For 1 minute, I'll tell the magic here. Right. Now tell me, why bachelor? One more reason why they choose bachelor, I will tell. If married person goes to on-site location, every 1 month, 2 months, he will say, my family is having that problem, this problem. My wife is calling, my daughter is calling, give me permission of 10 days. This kind of disturbances are more, guys. If you send bachelor person to what? On-site. He never asked permission to come back to India. Come on. Because you don't have any family pressures and family burdens. Number one. Number two, if company says, boss, our contract with what client is completed. Okay, we don't have any extension of that maintenance. Please come back to India. What bachelor says, I'm liking this area. I'm enjoying like any. Why don't you extend for a few more days? That means if you request to come also, he will say, I don't come. I will stay here only. And there are some people, come on. There are some people, once the contract is over, instead of coming back and joining in the existing company, they resign and they try to apply local jobs in the foreign country and they will settle down. Yes, they have seen so many people doing like that also. On behalf of one company, they go to on-site. Okay, they work for 1 year, 1.5 years. After that, they search another job in IT industry of that particular city, and they resign to this company. They join. So this is like these people are moving to foreign countries also. Are you listening my statement? Okay. This is the advantage of declaring yourself as a bachelor while joining in the company. Listen, what is the disadvantage of declaring yourself as a bachelor while joining the company also I will tell. Okay, night 8 o'clock drama starts, guys. Night 8 o'clock drama starts. In your team, okay, 2 married people are there, 4 bachelors are there. So these married people will start the hangama. Okay, they will ask bachelor, after the job, where you go? Generally, what bachelor says, nothing, going to room, taking rest. Okay, then married people says, I have that appointment, this appointment, I should take my daughter there, my daughter here, my wife there, that hospital, this hospital. They leave the office by 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and they will give their part of work to you. That's the disadvantage of declaring bachelor. And even team leader, project leader also says, hey, bachelors, now what you do by going to home? He's a married person, support him. I hope you are understanding my statement, guys. So advantage of declaring bachelorship is going to foreign opportunities. On-site location. Disadvantage is every day you have to suffer by taking married people's work. Okay, guys. Right? Let it be, boss. Okay. Now, what this on-site team will do, boss? The on-site team that came will try to prepare production machine, guys. This is called production machine. We'll try to prepare production machine ready. Okay. On-site team keeps the production server ready. Okay. Okay. On-site team keeps production machine ready for installing project. By keeping the same setup of integrated machine. By keeping the same setup of integrated machine, guys. Okay. In on-site team, I said, admin people are there. So admin people's basic responsibility is keeping this production machine ready, boss. keeping this production mission ready. Understanding my statement? Okay. What they will do? What they will do? Here also Linux they will keep. Linux. Here also they try to install same server, same versions of JDK. They try to install same version of JDK. Is that clear, guys? Right. Here also they try to keep same Glassfish server. Okay. Suppose project is using Glassfish, na? Okay, Glassfish. Okay. Here also they will try to create domains. Glassfish domains. Maybe here domains for all projects. These domains for specific one project only. Are you understanding my point? Here also Oracle database software. Oracle database software. Here we'll be having logical DBs, guys. Here also we'll be having logical DBs. Okay. So these people here also, I don't think there is a need of code repository here. They don't maintain any code repository here, guys. So this is the setup. Okay. All these are for single project. Single project. Okay, guys. Are you getting my point, guys? Okay, now listen. If you are using licensed softwares in the integrated mission, software company is responsible for that payment. If you are using licensed software in the production missions, okay, client is responsible to pay the money. I hope you got the clarity. I hope you got the clarity, boss. In software company, any licensed software company will pay. And anyhow, they will charge from client. That's a different story. Okay. Right. In production mission, client has to bear. Right. Okay. Now step number 5, release document is created, boss. Release document is having clear-cut instructions. Step number 6. Release mail will be sent. Release mail will be sent to client org people, client organization people, HR people, HR department. HR department. Okay. Technical department. Technical head department. Okay. Technical department. Okay. Right. Some business development managers will be there who has brought that project to the company. BDMs. Okay. BDMs and team, guys. Team. Current offshore and online team. Current offshore and on-site team. Release mail will be sent, guys. Okay, sir, why they send to client organization? To tell that so-and-so project is about to release or release. Why HR department? To tell that this project is over, you can take some of these people to other project. Technical department, they should aware what's happening in the company, right? For that purpose. BDMs, business development manager, they are the people who are brought the project to the company by talking to client people. They should aware of something is released, right? Current offshore and on-site team, they are the team member. They should also know what's happening in the company. So that's why release mail will be sent, boss. Definitely release mail will be sent. Understanding my statement? Okay. Step number 7. Acha. Now listen. These are pre-releasing activities. Step 0 to step 0 to step 6. Pre-releasing activities. Pre-releasing activity. Step number 7. Okay. Step number 7. Release of the project. Release of the project using one or another FTP application. One or other FTP application. File transfer protocol related application. One or other FTP based application. Are you getting my point, guys? Come on. They use one or other FTP application. Okay. Release of the project by using one or other FTP based application, boss. Okay. So this is step number 7. Release will happen. Release will happen. Of the project. Release of the project. Okay. Now listen. Yeah, release of the project. Nothing but tar file here. Tar file. Nothing. Release of the project means tar file plus DC document. Tar file plus DCR release docs. DC docs. Yes, boss. Release of the project is nothing but what? TAR file plus DC document. Dispatch central document, which is also called. No, it's not WAR, it's a TAR. TAR may contain WAR or jars. That's a different story. But basically, they release as a TAR. Because Linux to Linux, na boss. Right now, it is Linux to Linux. That's why they release as a TAR. TAR inside may have a number of other things. Okay. Now listen. Step number 8. To the client organization, Ra Babu. Vani madam, what a dirty question you'll ask. Where we release? We'll release to the sky or drainage, right? Where we release? We release to the client organization. Come on. Client organization payloads. Step number 8. On-site team. On-site team receives the released project. Receives the released project. On-site team receives the released project as a TAR file. As a TAR file. Okay, guys. Step number 9. Reads the. Yes, I'll post this one in the Facebook. Don't worry. Reads the DC document. What document, guys? Dispatch central document. Reads the DC document and follows DC document guidelines. DC document guidelines. They're clear cut. Unpack like this, you will get this. Okay, make sure that this domain is created. In this domain, data source is created having this JNDI name. Create that folder, delete this folder. Clear cut instructions will be there, boss. While suppose your project is using server manager connection pool. Okay, already. Server managed connection pool. Okay. Server may come J&A is required. With what name the J&A name should be created? Understanding my point? Right. So reads the DC document and follows DC document guidelines to create the, to install the project. To install the project in one domain server of, okay, what is that? Okay, one domain server of production box, production machine. So the basis DC document, guys, they will try to follow guidelines very strictly, boss. And that even what DB script should be executed. Okay, what is the logical database that should be created? The DB script should be executed. Everything will be there here. Yes, whatever project is there, that project comes here. So this is nothing but what? Installation of the project, deployment of the project. I hope you are understanding my statement, guys. Come on. Reads the tar file. A domain server means a partition in the WebLogic server. Okay. And the DC document even contains how to execute DB script. So here tables will also be there. Here also tables will be there. Understanding my statement? Everything. Array, keeping this mission ready, having necessary software infrastructure, hardware infrastructure is already done by on-site team, right? Already done. In that infrastructure, they receive the tar file, they follow DC document guidelines, everything clearly will be there. DC document will have 10 to 20 pages also sometime. Okay, they will create all the things according to that. They execute the thing, they run the scripts according to that. Come on. In which order, which thing should be done, in what order thing should be done, everything will be there. Who creates a DC document? Who creates DC document? Generally, project leader kind of person creates a DC document. Developer team only. Senior developer or project leader kind of person will prepare the DC document. Very important document is DC document here. Is that clear, boss? Right. Okay. Now tell me, guys. Step 6 to 9. Step 6 to step 9 talks about release of the project or not. Release of the project. So step 6 to step 9 is what? Seriously, release of the project. Okay, guys. Understanding my statement, guys. Tomcat is lightweight server. It cannot handle multiple requests. Okay. Only for studies purpose, Tomcat is good. In company environment, Tomcat will not be utilized. Tomcat will not be utilized. Are you understanding my point? Okay. Cloud environment, I will discuss later. That needs DevOps knowledge. Cloud environment, DevOps knowledge. After listening entire Ramayana, please don't ask who is Sita. I said today I'm going to concentrate on legacy approach. While teaching or after teaching Jenkins and Docker, I will be giving idea about how to work in what? Modern approach of release. Is that clear, boss? FTP applications, Srikanth, FTP applications will be used to send tar files. Okay. Now listen, guys. This is done. Now tell me. Step number 10. Step number 10. Okay. Dummy users will be created. Dummy users will be created on the released project, and the client organization people will test the project for 1 week to 10 days. For 1 week to 10 days. This is called UAT. This is called UAT, user acceptance test. User acceptance test. I hope you understood, guys. What is UAT? User acceptance test. I hope you convinced, boss. So at what place it will happen? At what place it will happen? Client organization side it will happen. Who will do? Client organization employees will do by creating some dummy users. By creating some dummy users, they will test the project for 1 week to 10 days. 90% satisfactory, fine. They will go for live. Satisfactory is not there. Again, they report back to the software on-site offshore team. Offshore team should rectify it. Okay, again release will happen. Again UAT will happen. As long as UAT people are not satisfied, not happy, project will never become live. Project does not become live. Is that clear, guys? Okay, boss. Step number 11. If UAT results are positive, UAT results are positive. Results are positive. Then project goes to live. Project goes to live. Live. That means production environment. Where it goes, guys? It goes to production environment. Production environment. Are you getting my point there? Okay. So whatever data that is generated during UAT, okay, they will vanish the data. Okay, so they just keep project live. That means if it is a website, they will make sure that it is there in the internet. It is hosted onto the internet. If it is a mobile application feature, they will make sure that it is reflecting to all mobile, whoever reinstalling or updating. So they will make sure that it is a live, boss. Project goes live. That means customers of the client organization will start using it. That means the employees, customers of Citibank will start utilizing it. Will start utilizing it. Will start utilizing it. Are you understanding my point, guys? Okay. Okay. Step number 12. Step number 12. Client organization sends congrats mail to software company. Okay, software company. Okay, this is also called sign off mail, boss. This is also called sign off mail. Are you getting my point, guys? A client will have their own team, boss. Moto G, client will have their own team because they don't compromise quality, boss. They don't compromise. Maybe sign off mail or sign out mail, anything you can say. Sign off mail or sign out mail. Okay, client organization sends with this release process is completed. Okay, guys. Step 10 to step 12. Post-release activities. Post-release activities. Always remember on the day of release, entire team should be there. Work is there or not there, entire team should be there. Next. Release generally happens during night hours where traffic is less. Where traffic is less, that time only, night hours only, this will happen. Okay, guys. Understanding my point there? Okay, now company financials, you don't worry about. Why are you bothered about financial? When money will come or not, that you don't bother. Company that is financial matters, you don't worry about it. Generally, release happens during night times or early mornings where traffic is less. Okay. Because it's a legacy model. Suppose project is already in live, you are releasing one more phase. If needed for half an hour, 20 minutes, you have to down the server. So that's why early mornings, late nights, generally traffic will be less. Less customers will be affected. That's why they prefer that time during the release. And on the day of release, developers and tester, very less work will be there. Sometimes work also will not be there. But at any time, anything can happen. That's why your presence is required on the day of release, even though you are sitting idle in the company. So that time you can play with the game. You can play games. You can do other works. And company will take care of food part. Everything they will take care. Okay, on the day of release, it's a boredom day, but you have to be in the company. It's something like this. Something house construction is done. Though you have not participated in construction, on the housewarming day, your presence is required or not required? Definitely required. Definitely required. Okay, guys. Linux machine can have 64 number of parallel microprocessors, na boss. 64 number of parallel microprocessors, so that you keep 100 projects in the Linux integrated machine, nothing happens to machine. And here lakhs of crores of what? Customers will be using this application. Performance of the computer is very, very important. So that's why they prefer using Linux. Even in the cloud environment also, Linux is there. Windows is user-friendly, but not powerful. Linux is not so user-friendly, but powerful. Not so user-friendly, but powerful. I hope you enjoyed this release process, boss. Legacy model you understood. I think you got something to present to interviewer, right? Okay. Now I want to confirm from working people. Any working people who are dealing with a legacy model of release? Legacy model of release? Tushar. Any working people who are dealing with a legacy model of release? Tell me, in your company, almost same or nearby? Nearby, how to make it live? If it is a website, use GoDaddy kind of thing, use Jelastic kind of thing, use any domain registers, DNS servers, and keep it live. Keep it live. Web hosting is a different discussion. Web hosting is a different discussion, right? There are so many domain registrar who allows hosting of the application. Okay, right. Tushar is confirming. The people who are working on legacy model, please write confirmation statements so that others will get the confidence. Almost same process we are following. FK Saifuddin, web hosting, keeping our classroom application on the internet, having domain name is the discussion of Servlet class. Is the discussion of Servlet class. If you are earning my advanced Java, there I will conduct. If you are still looking for it, don't worry. Next time when I conduct, I invite you people. Dharmendra is also confirming that his company is using this model. Okay. J. Ravi is also confirming. See, why I'm writing these messages, you know, to tell that still there are companies using legacy model. Okay. Still there are companies following this legacy model. To confirm that, I am asking response from the working guys, nothing else. Right. I hope you benefited, boss. Array, very simple. When you are climbing gap as experience, you will be perfect in technology. I know that. You will be perfect in coding also. But there are some terminology processes like Agile, Jira, Storyboard, Sprint, okay, release mail. If you don't understand this kind of terminologies, come on. If you don't understand this kind of terminology, if you don't recognize the terminology, they will catch you. For that particular purpose only, I am conducting this kind of sessions. Generally, no faculty show interest of conducting sessions on processes and tools, but I am personally teaching them Agile kind of thing, Jira kind of thing, release process. So a lot, I said, 10 plus tools we are going to learn. Why? Because when you show gap as experience, you should exactly fit into the role that you are given. See, boss, out of 100 people, 70-80% people can clear technical rounds, technology related questions, core Java questions, framework question. Where most of the people will fail in project manager round. Because project manager never asks technology related question. He will ask only processes and standards that you are following. He will check how much you are involved in the team environment, what tools you are using, what design patterns you are using, what processes you are using. So he will ask questions related to that. There you will be caught. Understanding my point there? Yes, it's better to mention Agile, Jira, this kind of things in the resume. Who said not to mention? Definitely.